Are you in GJ cells? No, I'm not in GJ cells. I haven't even looked at the charts since yesterday when I sent those analysis for the week start. So this is the first time that I'm looking at the charts right now. Okay, let's bring up our currencies here. We have the Gulag coming in here as well. Welcome, welcome everybody. Oh. All right, perfect. We have guests coming over soon. All right, let's take a look at. All right, let's bring up gold over here. Let's see what's going on here in gold. Yeah, gold is consolidating over here. It's a mess. Oh, sorry, this is the weekly time frame. Let's take a look on the hourly time frame here. There is another call from school that Raj explained to teacher why she needs to invest her dad in investor account in intermediate markets. No, actually, the teacher asked them, where do kids come from? And everyone said from the sky. Someone said from bird, and this guy he says from mom and dad. So we're like, oh, nice. All right, let's take a look at pound yen over here. 4-hour chart. 4-hour, just by looking at how the 4-hour is structured, seems like we are creating some sort of support over here. But I guess I was anticipating price to kind of like, close above 152.200 for price to continue on moving up till, 152.500. But the 4-hour candle still open, still got around an hour and 44 minutes left for the candle to close. Let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame. 1 hour is coming back into a consolidation area. It's just very, very difficult at this point, right? If I'm looking for buys on pound yen, I'd be looking for buys above 152.300 because above this area we have clean range to the left inside. You can look to the left, right? We got clean candles coming down on the 10th September around New York Open. So this is actually going to be a pretty good move if we do close above 152.500. So potential buys above 152.300. This is what we're looking at. About 152.300. All this area, this is just consolidation. Very, very tough here. Very, 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 very tough. If we look at it from a structure point of view, so this is the 1 hour time frame. Let's drop down to the 30-minute time frame. Looking at the 30-minute, it's very clear to see that, okay, so we have a minor support right at this point. 152, 120, 130. This is like what? 5 pips away. Not even worth it. Next, we have, let's take a look over here. Make this bigger. All right. Next, we have this range. It's like 13 pips away. It's 13 pip big. Not even worth it. So may want to look for sells now. I want to measure this range here below 152. It's like a 12 pip range with volume. We may continue down towards 151.800. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. This is going to be a no trade range here, except for the fact that if we do create, let's say, a support around 152.100, 130, I guess then we can bounce off of this area to continue moving till 152.300 and then continue on forward towards 152.500. And if you translate this over to the 4-hour time frame, this may look like that 4-hour candle moved up, it's retracing, and then it may start to continue moving bullish. That could be it. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This chart is, oh, nice. Okay, so you got a sell over here on pound yen. A lot of mess here to the left hand side. Price made a high, then a support to retest higher close, but couldn't expect going down to sell. Oh, it took sells as we broke support. Nice. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wait to see, like, what really happens at this point. Hey, good morning, coach. Good morning. This is my first analysis. Please have a look. Thank you. Let's take a look over here. Let's take a look at this chart. This is 27 pip range above 1793. Sell below this area. Yeah, I'm just going to take a look at gold over here and see what's going on. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, we're basically in a 4-hour consolidation area here between 1787 and then we got what, 1791 right here, right? We have a consolidation area at this point. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, now our dynamics have changed when it comes towards support resistances. We have a resistance at 1793. Basically, all what I'm looking at is I'm just looking at sort of like rejections, right? So we got a rejection at 1793 on the 1-hour time frame, and I guess we got to wait to see where will price mostly go if it breaks above this area, right? So if we break above 1793, look to the left-hand side, the next range is like, oh, actually, it's not a bad range. It's like a 32 pip range over here. So looking at the 30-minute, yeah, that would make sense for price to break above 1793.30, 1793.40 to continue pushing bullish till, 1796, 1797. I guess that's going to be a pretty good idea to kind of like wait for. Or the 30-minute candle is also about to close in 10 minutes. And this also seems like a pretty good plan right here, because right now, if this 30-minute candle closes bullish, and if the next one can break the low below 1787.80, I guess that's another opportunity for price to continue pushing down till like 1786. And if there's more volume, we can continue down till 1784, around 40 pips away. So I think we're getting an idea formed over here on the 30-minute time frame. What session do you know now? I'm confused. New York session. New York session. All right, let's take a look at Forex Factory, see what's going on. Forex Factory. We have nothing happening here today. AUD later on. It is what it is. We have CPI tomorrow. This is going to be a very, very big move on the dollar and gold. So I think, hey man, listen, tomorrow we may be using some buy stops and sell stops on CPI. I remember there was this one time when CPI happened, I had a sell stop on gold, and it got activated 40 pips below, and then gold fell 60 more pips, and I was like, oh wow. That was a massive, massive move at that point. I was pretty lucky that my stop loss, my sell stop got slipped, and then we continued moving down instead of retracing. That can happen too at some point. Did you trade that idea you shared on your gold story? No, I did not trade that idea. I wasn't looking at the charts. I wish I was, because that was a pretty good move here for a little bit. So yeah, this is going to be a no trade range on pound yen here for me. It's just too messy. Nah, too messy over here. We'll have to wait. I was so sad to watch Luca live. I thought you will not be online today, but now I'm happy. He's a good guy, man. Come on, show some love. Yeah, we got like 8 minutes left here for the candle to close. What's this over here? Muhammad Abdullah. Was this a good setup from London session? Got stopped out at 10 pips. Was my analysis wrong or just unlucky? All right, someone got stopped out. Let's take a look over here. Take a look at this trade. This was, 15-minute close above area. Took an entry, slight pullback. I guess you should have taken an entry at the break of the high of the previous candle. Yeah, at the break of the high would have been much better. So yeah, what happened with the pound yen pair is just consolidating over here. Nothing happened, it's just doing what it's supposed to do. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is by Mr. Thompson, Oluwabusayo Thompson. This is pound yen, looking to have a buy option within this area. Safest buys above 152.600. Wait a minute, 152.600 sells below this area. Oh, nice. So you got this buy over here. So you're looking for buys above this area over here as well for price to continue bullish. Yeah, that's going to make sense. So what happened with this one over here? Did you close that break even or what happened? We got around 6 minutes left. Hindsight trading is strong here. That's absolutely correct. Let's see here. Edric. All right, what's this? Price closed below support. Okay, price closed below support. Executed a sell when price wicked and flipped bearish. Closed 50% when price moved back to entry point. You managed risk. Movement stop loss to red line. A risk 2%, but managed to lose 0.7%. Do you have any feedback? No, I think it's pretty good. You know, pretty good trade. You manage your risk, and I mean that's about it. You know, that's pretty nice. Closed half and rest. Closed break even. That's also pretty good. Good idea to fund my own trading account with funds from FTMO. Yes, that's the best trading idea someone can ever have. You know, to fund your account with the funds from, like, you know, FTMO. All right, what are we doing over here? All right, I'll be right back. We'll see you guys soon. Let's see what happens over here. All right, everybody. So, all right. So I have some guests over. I'm gonna leave. This is gonna be a open mic over here. So anyone who wants to, like, come in and lead the way, you're most welcome. I'm gonna go entertain my guests, and then I'm gonna be back. And don't forget, the gulag is watching you guys. Someone's saying that's a Blender idea. Or actually, what we can do is I can make someone a host if someone wants. I can make someone the host, and you guys can, someone can take over. We need volunteers. All right, who's going to be the volunteer over here? Oh, we got a cat over here. Nah, cats can't be volunteers. Just one volunteer. Can't have Yuva as a volunteer. He's driving right now. That's going to be a bad idea. मुझे बना दो राजा जी, आ जाएं जी. Abdul Hamid. All right, where's Abdul Hamid? Okay, Mr. Abdul Hamid.
All right.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to make you the host, and then you'll have to share your screen.
All right.
All right.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, there you go. You're the host now.
Let me share my screen.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I can do it.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Just don't make us lose money, eh?
I'll try. By the way, if anyone wants to talk, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
What is your analysis?
My analysis so far, GJ is still in a range and I'm not looking for any trades. Unless we either break above. Sorry.
So how's the weather?
The weather? Yeah, it's good. It's changing. I can feel the winter coming.
Wali Baba.
All right, so looking at GJ, we have the daily is bullish, but we have these rejections from this level at 152, 230. We need a strong candle closing above. The problem with GJ is the 4-hour rejected from this level. Now, well, I don't know what to say. I'll just mark out the chart for you guys, and then you guys can go ahead and.
Brother who believes in you.
No, I think it will be long waiting today. So we have to wait.
Yeah.
Make sure you wipe up the top of that thing before you drink it.
Nothing. I'm just gonna be liking they. Sometimes they be holding the top of the cup, the side of it.
Guess gold is more efficient than the GJ, so you can check the gold.
Oh, I told you didn't have to get any donuts.
Are we still live on YouTube, by the way?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, damn.
Hey guys, there's someone off mute. Can you guys please check?
Hey, what's your analysis on gold?
Gold, looking at gold, we have to wait for a break and close above either 1793 or a break below 1786. But let's look at the daily first. The daily rejected from what? The daily candle on gold rejected from 1783, so we have to wait for it to break below these wicks, or for buys we have to wait for a candle to close above 1793 on the hourly time frame. I don't like these rejections. You know, these you see these rejections on the hourly time frame. I don't like this. That's why I want a strong close below 1786 to consider any sells.
Okay, thanks.
What's your view on GJ?
GJ, looking at GJ, we have a fake out on the 1 hour time frame. So let's see. I would want a candle to close below I would say 151,800 and expect price to continue falling to around this level right here, which is a 16 pip range. I think that's decent enough for a trade to be taken, but we have to first wait for the close below this one. Don't we have Mac or Kervin here? No, we don't have anyone here. What's this?
See?
Yo, guys, stop being childish.
Do we have children here?
Amit, play some music. It's so boring.
Actually, we are live at YouTube, so I'm not sure what kind of music I can play.
Just background music like Raja used to play sometimes.
But no one uses for the gulag.
Yeah, because we can hear someone breathing here.
Oh.
No, guys, you can't play the music. Yeah, it's a copyright issue.
Yeah.
Don't fuck his stream, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Abdul. Can you hear
Yes.
me? I was
Yes,
just
yes.
wondering, could you maybe look at the 4-hour on GJ? It seems
Sure.
that there is like a support and a resistance, and I just wondered your thoughts on if that has any like indication of the direction once this 4-hour closes.
Yes, the problem is this 4-hour has already rejected from this level. I would want to see this 4-hour close a little more bullish above these wicks at least, so that I can expect the next 4-hour to fill this range to the left up to this resistance. But this 4-hour has to close a very, very strong bullish to be able to push its way through these wicks over here, these wicks right here.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
For sells, since we have this wick here, I would not be comfortable with the sells even if this 4-hour closed bearish closed. It's just not, it doesn't look right to me, right? If it makes sense.
Basically, it's ranging now till 153, 150 to 640 area. Because if we take any trades according to small time frame, I think we will get stuck like 7-6 pips. Then it will come back. So it's better to wait for today's daily candle to close to give some direction for tomorrow. I don't see any trade on GJ and gold. Today gold, I think gold clear picture below 1775, and if you switch to daily, you can see ranging on daily gold left side on daily candle on gold. So yeah, it's today Monday, so I think character building day today.
Yeah, we might get some moves on gold, but after
later,
NYSE, for now I don't see anything.
Yeah, I'm waiting for gold to reject 1795 area, so we can get some sort of direction downside if it rejects 1795 on gold.
Yeah, yes.
It looks like there's not going to be no trades today, though, right? Is that what you guys are saying?
Yes, that's what we are saying. There might be no trades today.
Cool, man. Nice one. Thanks, man.
But NYSE can do wonders, so I will keep an eye out.
I'm looking at the 30 minutes on GJ. If we can create a strong support to probably keep pushing up, but with volume.
You can work in 15 minutes. Make support 15 minutes.
Yeah, but we have to decide whether or not we will be taking buys right here, or are we going to wait for a break above this level, which is the 4-hour high.
Yeah, it's much better above 152 to 300.
Because the way 4-hour rejected from this level, I would not trust buys within this range. We have a much cleaner range to the left above 152 300, which is like a 20 pip range. It's not that much, but
we'll see what New York Open has for us.
Yeah.
Hey Abdul, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a question. So what do you think about current 30 minutes if it closes bullish? So can you think like we can take a buy when the next 30 minute break the high of the previous 30 minutes?
If this candle closes bullish, you see we are still within this range. We had a resistance right here. If you can see this level, we have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, more than 7 rejections from this level. So I don't think taking a buy on the break of this 30-minute would make sense, because like we don't have, the range is not big enough. It's like a 10 pip range till next resistance.
Yeah, but I'm just waiting for this current candle to close above all those wicks, so I can just take a buy. Well, let's see.
You're expecting this candle to close right somewhere above 152, 200, right?
Yeah.
And you're anticipating volume to push the price through this level as well?
Correct.
Okay, I see. Yeah, but the way GJ has been behaving lately, I would not expect GJ to move that much at this time, not at least until NYSE opens.
I think at least 4 hour candle needs to close above 152 or 200, above 200. 4 hour candle body have to close for buys.
Exactly, yeah.
The 1 hour is looking
This
nice.
is for GJ,
It's rejecting to the downside.
What are we
1
all
hour?
worried about?
Yeah, the 1 hour did reject, but for
We need a
sells, we need
No,
a close.
I didn't mean sell. Sorry, I didn't mean sell.
Oh, okay.
It's just creating good support, I think.
Yes. Bye.
But previous 1 hour candle is engulfing the current 1 hour candle. So it's better to wait for today.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, let's see.
Tell us a bit about your experience in trading, man.
About my experience?
Yes.
Yeah, so basically I started in March last year, when markets were amazing, the volume was high. But
Trump season.
Yeah, Trump season. But then eventually markets got tougher and the ranges became narrower, and then it was hard to, like adopt to the newer market conditions, but it's okay. The most important thing that I learned was that when Raja says 1 or 2 trades a day, he actually means something with it. It is really important to only focus on 1 or 2 trades, because otherwise you will never make it. It's impossible.
I agree. We have to act like institutions, even though it's impossible.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's hard to accept that. How is taking 1 or 2 trades helping you become a better trader? But it is very, very important. Just believe that.
YouTube chat is going wild.
I don't even have the YouTube chat open.
The gulag is always wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they are called gulag.
Now they are talking about Raja.
Raja is away for a while.
And,
he will be back, hopefully. Yeah.
They're saying he's getting someone to run his streams.
The Zoom squad is running things now. We're the captain now.
Hey, Abdul.
We have Captain Abdul today.
Well, it's kind of stressful, I don't think how Raja handles all this stress every day.
You're doing a good job, Abdul.
Thank you.
I'm trying.
I mean,
it's a process. He has been doing this for like a lot of years, so.
Yeah, don't try to be Raja. Just be yourself.
Yeah, sure.
Exactly.
You hijacked his stream.
Oh yeah.
Now they are claiming that Raja went to Afghanistan.
We have any news coming up today?
Do we have any news? Forex Factory. Let's see. Today is 13 September. We have NZD news, JPY news, Euro and USD. Yeah. Well, I don't know how much significance these have, but
If they have the yellow folder, they're not too impactful.
Oh, okay.
If it's a red folder is a
like this one.
Yeah, it has a high
RBO one or CPI. We have CPI tomorrow.
That has high impact.
We have the slippage day tomorrow. Anyways, hourly candle is about to close. Let's see. GJ hourly is closing with a rejection from the downside, which means there is a bit of bullish pressure. And if we look at it, this candle is about to close above this minor zone we have here at around 150 to 200. So yeah, I would want the next candle, at least the 30-minute or the hourly, to close above 150 to 300 to consider any buys. This range looks like it's a really big range, but it's actually not. 20 pips is not that much.
That's a clean one.
Yeah, but it's a clean one, yeah. I would be careful around these levels because of these rejections, but as Raja says, we should not overthink our analysis. So yeah, let's see.
Yeah, and the move down cancel like those wicks because it was a clean move down, so you don't have to look that wicks since it's already moved down.
Yep. Gold hourly is still in the range. So yeah, that's about it.
I like the 4 hours.
You like the 4-hour one, GJ?
Yeah, it's pushing back up.
Yeah, it's pushing. Let's see where it closes. 1 hour left.
Hope it's grabbing liquidity to break above 152, 300 with NY open.
I mean, there is a chance we may fill this wick to the left side, but the 4-hour needs to give us that push first.
Yeah.
It's like a 30-35 pip range. So yeah, it depends on where this 4-hour candle closes.
The only thing that scares me about the wick fill possibility is the fact that maybe since it's Monday, it probably has less volume in the market.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, there's no need to rush trades. Just Monday. And honestly, we have had good volume last week, if you guys agree with me. So
Uncle Ted is always telling us to always look at the time, but he just knows so much about it. Like it's hard to keep up sometimes.
Yep, amazing. Volume times are very important.
GJ in 15 minutes looks nice. I already 5 pips.
So you entered on the break of previous high, right?
Yeah, 152, 167. Yeah, it's going up. Like
Oh, it closed
Yeah,
above,
let's
nice.
see.
seven bip right now. 8 bip.
Let's see. Just
yeah.
watch out for just watch out for this zone to the left around 152 to 80, and keep in mind that the previous candle closed with no wick at the top.
Seems like DJ will go up.
Where did you set your stop, by the way?
152099. Basically in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Honestly, at this point, I would put my stops below this wick because the candle has already moved 5 pips in your direction, and once your trade has gone 5 pips in your direction,
yeah,
it does not make sense for it to come back to entry or even in a little bit of drawdown. So I would put my stops a little below this candle at around 152, 170 or 160.
Thank you.
Maybe you can, if you have buys open on GJ, you can secure partials at around 280, 300, and then if the volume comes in, price pushes through these levels, you can have the runner go to this level right here.
Sure.
Oh no.
Oh, it's pushing. It's pushing.
I already secured 10 bips and got my stop and break even.
Nice.
Amazing. Yeah, if you look at the hourly time frame, we have a strong rejection from the downside, and you could take a buy down here or at the break of this high, considering the volume that the bullish volume that, like, you know, caused this rejection to happen. I think this rejection will help the price, the 4-hourly candle, to close above these wicks, and then the next 4-hour can wick down, break the high, and then continue up for like 152, 500, 600. So let's see. Nothing on board. Yeah.
Hey, Abdul.
Yes.
So how did you find about Forex and everything?
I was introduced to Forex by my cousin who lives in America. So, and then he was the one who told me about Raja. And then I started watching the streams and then.
That's good.
Yeah. The best part is that I did not end up in the hands of any other so-called mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So some of the bad habits traders today have, I don't even know of them, like overtrading, over risking. Like I see people opening 50-cent lots on a $500 account. That doesn't even make sense. Why would someone do that?
Correct. There we go. DJ is pushing. I'm already up 7
DJ
pips.
is pushing.
Yeah. Going up.
So you think if this 1 hour candle breaks the wick at the left side, would it keep going up with volume, or just wait for a close above resistance?
I will wait for a close above this resistance because we are still waiting for NYSE open. So.
All right.
Yeah, I'll wait for those two, or a move above 152.350 for an impulse.
Because like last week, most of the moves on GJ were after NYSE. And when taking a trade, you have to keep in mind how the pair you are about to trade has been behaving in the past. When there's volume, like sometimes we have volume in the London session, sometimes in pre-NY, NY, NYSE. So you have to keep that in mind.
Assalamu alaikum, Abdul.
Walaikum salam.
How are you, bro?
I'm good.
Where are you from?
I'm from Lahore.
Okay, Paki, bro. I'm from Karachi.
Oh, that's nice.
So since how long you have been trading, bro?
I've been trading for around like 1 year and 9 months, around 2 years.
So how it is going? You know, how's the journey? Lots of bump, I guess.
Oh yeah, lots of bumps, and it's hard, but I'll make it.
But it's worth it. It's worth it.
It's worth it, yeah.
Hey, Abdul, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not sure if you've answered this before already. I know you're saying you're waiting for a close above 152.30. If you look at the 15-minute, there's like a rejection at 152.400.
Yes. This one?
Yeah. Are you expecting exactly that one? Are you expecting basically NYSE volume to push through?
Yes, I am. I want a candle to close above this one. Yeah, and then with the NYSE volume, I'm expecting the next 4 hour to break the high. Basically, I am expecting this 4 hour to close above these wicks, and the lower time frame to close above 152.300, and then with the NYSE 4 hour candle, the I don't know what Eastern time is this, but the next 4 hour candle to create a lower wick and then break its own high or break the previous high.
Okay.
To continue going up.
Okay, yeah, that does make sense because it's also Monday, and you know Mondays are just like Fridays. You know how slow the market is starting
Yes.
week.
Yes.
Okay.
But the important thing is you should never make assumptions, right? Like you guys might agree that sometimes make assumptions. Today is Monday.
What did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
So I was saying that sometimes we end up making assumptions that today is Monday, there won't be volume, and then we end up missing trades because of that assumption we have in our mind. So it's really important to trade what you see instead what you think, if that makes
True,
sense.
yeah.
No, that does make sense. Okay,
Yeah,
thanks
today
a
is
lot.
Monday. Today is Monday, but there still might be a lot of volume after NYSE. You never know.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, Abdul. Someone
Yes.
sent it in the chat.
The chat. Let me see. In the YouTube chat.
No, the Zoom one.
Oh yeah, this one. Okay. This is a GA chart. All right. GA. What time frame is this? 15-minute time frame. Osvaldo, have you entered yet? Because your price hasn't reached your entry point. I mean, there's not much mentioned on the chart, right?
Probably a buy stop, right? It's probably anticipating
Yeah.
price to enter at that level and impulse entry and feel
Well,
the range basically.
Well, I don't know how GA behaves because I have never traded or looked at it, but
He wrote
I
it in
think
the chat.
it would.
He hasn't entered yet. It's just the idea of the trade.
Oh, just the idea. All right. So
Just
yeah,
wait.
I would wait. Yeah, I would wait for the candle
Go
to
is
close.
moving.
Gold is moving. Let's see. Where is gold?
Holy.
Oh, no, it's not moving. Just we have to wait for a break
Yeah, wait for
out of this zone.
1 minute.
Yeah. So yeah, I was saying you gotta wait for this candle to close. Now I don't know how much range this is, but I would be concerned about this wick. If you guys can see this wick right here, how do you draw on this one?
It's like a 20 pip range.
Yeah. Look at gold. Okay.
Let's go in 5 minutes. It's very nice.
5 minutes.
Yeah. It's close above.
Yes, we have. I mean, you can't trust 5 minutes in gold. Not at this time. Not at this time. The range is not worth it. It's not clean. Look at all these rejections here. These rejections, all these rejections. I will wait.
Abdul, so are you following Raja's style or have you developed your own something kind of strategy? So, everyone's perspective about the market is different.
For the most part, I'm following Raja style, but it is really important to let your own style develop as well. Because sometimes I end up missing trades following Raja's advice.
Yeah.
And sometimes I end up losing trades following my advice. So you have to find the right spot in between.
I'm going for buys now.
GJ?
Yes.
Bro, the 15-minute broke the high. You gotta be careful because it still has to make a lower wick.
I'm taking the impulse.
Say wait for 30 minutes.
Not professional advice.
Man, Mondays are really bad for impulse entries, guys. Watch out.
Yeah. A 15 pip, 13 pip stop loss for a 20 pip gain where you have all these wicks. I mean, you can do, you may have your own ideas, but personally, I wouldn't take this buy here.
Hey, Abdul.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, again.
Can I share my screen for like 5 minutes? I share my opinion on GJ. What I think.
Yeah, sure. You can go ahead and share.
Okay. I think you need to activate that for me to be able to share.
Okay, let me see. Who are you? What's your name?
I'm Kiz from Kenya, here in Nairobi.
This guy right here? Okay, let me see.
Yeah.
Hello. How do I...
Just press on
Is
his
it
name.
possible?
Yeah, let me see.
I mean, there is no option to allow you to share your screen.
Go to the participants on your screen there down.
Yes, I am right there. I am there right now. But
have you seen my account?
yes, I see your account. But there is no option to allow you to share your screen. I can only make you the host.
Okay.
So that I think Raja won't approve.
Okay,
So
let me do it. Let me do it from. I think you'll.
I can share
Bro,
the.
why
I can.
you don't just send your chart and explain your idea?
No, like what I think is
easier.
Okay, what I think is, when you go to the weekly time frame on GJ.
The weekly time frame. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, we can see that the trend is bearish. The trend is going down, and based on the close of the previous weekly candle, it closed bearish.
The previous weekly closed bullish.
That is on my trading view. I don't know how many of you have that. Now, when you go to the daily time frame, we are in a range, but the previous candle closed back in that range.
Yeah, after rejection from.
Yeah, after rejection of the 152 level, 152,600 level.
Yeah.
So I believe that if it was possible for me to share my screen, I think I would have done it better. But I believe that the way this 4-hour candle is the current 4-hour candle. It has broken the high, so we don't expect much of a move for it to go up, since we cannot break the high of the previous weekly time frame based on the trend. That is what I believe. So I'm expecting a sell on GJ. I'm expecting the move to go down.
Okay.
Based on the weekly time frame, if you can see it, all the way down to the 148 level, 148,800. I think
so you're basically expecting the price to reject this formation we have on GJ and start going bearish from here, right?
Yeah. I'm expecting a rejection at let me tell you the price. I'm expecting a rejection at around 152, 350 level, around that place.
152, 350. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is where I'm
yeah,
expecting
makes
a rejection.
sense.
Yeah.
But you gotta have both plans in mind. You need to keep buys and sells in mind, because.
Yeah, but based on the weekly, which is a high time frame confirmation, I believe that we most probably will go down.
Yeah, but it's a weekly trade, so you're not gonna get that in one day.
Absolutely, exactly.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying is that we don't have enough range to have buys. Like, yeah.
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Daily structure is bullish.
And then based that tomorrow you're expecting some pound news, I think we'll have that move down. But let's see how
it could happen. It could happen, but we'll have to wait and see. For now, if this 4-hour closes above these wicks, next one can wick down, and that wick down will be maybe a retest of this support right here, 152, 200. I'm gonna have to see, because sometimes 4-hour with NYSE volume 4 hour can wick down and then go all the way up in 15 minutes or 30 minutes. So we'll have to wait and see how it forms. Gold. So you see a guy was talking about buys on gold on the 5-minute time frame. That's why you don't trade gold on 5-minute time frame. Look at this candle on gold. It went up like 18 pips and then came all the way back down. You're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, I had buys on GJ, but I closed at break even. Might as well wait a bit more for more quality.
Exactly.
Setup.
Good job. Good job.
Where is Raja? Raja is away for a while. He has had some work to do at his home, so he'll be back.
Any of you guys uses of the Forex simulator to refine your strategies? Hello?
You mean the simulator?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I've used it for like several times, but for a long period.
It's very useful to concentrate lots of sessions at once, but I have problems with consistency over there.
I mean, I don't look always to the outcome on it. I try to see what moves are happening at the same time, and I try to make like consistent gains.
I'm watching a lot of Raja's courses on market fluidity, so I can apply his strategy, but still need more practice.
Yeah, bro, trust the process. You have to follow the process each day, every day. You got to trust the strategy. Whatever you are doing, you got to trust it. You know, I've been jumping strategies to strategies since 8 months, bro, and I've reached nowhere. But now I'm making something decent, and getting confident at the same point.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's the way. I believe so.
Yeah, you gotta give it time. You gotta give it time.
Totally.
One strategy, 1 or 2 pairs, and 1 session. I think doing 1 session is the most important thing, because like when you are looking at multiple sessions, your ideas won't be as clear. Whenever I tried,
even got exhausted. You know, watching too much charts make you exhausted.
Absolutely.
We
like
just have to succeed once.
Absolutely. Like trading, looking at charts, it may not sound like a lot of work, but mentally it can exhaust you very quick. It's not easy.
No doubt.
When you say sessions, brother, what do you mean? Like early in the morning, or
Sorry?
When you say sessions, do you mean like the London Open, or do you mean the New York Open times?
Well, London, we have the London session, and then we have the New York session, and then we have the Asian session.
You know when you say don't trade too many sessions, what do you mean? Like just stick to one. Don't.
Yeah,
do
just stick to
London
one session. Yeah, just stick to one session, either London or New York.
Learn how the pair moves in one session is what he means, mate.
Yeah, cool. All right, lovely, mate. Cheers.
So Raja is a beast, but when he tried for a few weeks switching to London session, he was still struggling a bit with consistency.
Yeah, he was
so-
struggling, absolutely. Because the thing is, when you look at multiple sessions, your understanding of your pair, without you realizing, will get damaged, if that makes sense.
Yeah, when I look at multiple sessions, I tend to over-risk sometimes.
Yeah, because sometimes if you trade NY, and if you one day just decide to trade London, you would take the trade, lose it, and then you won't be able to take the trade you would have otherwise taken in the NY session. So that's why you gotta be careful with it.
I mean, for me in trading, I started trading for the money, but I fell in love with the process, to be honest.
The process and the freedom, that the whole point of trading is freedom for us, right? So there is no point if we start trading multiple sessions or start trading all day. There is no point in that. Like if you look at Raja now, after around 5 years of trading, he takes 3 to 4 trades a week sometimes. And I mean, that's enough for him, right?
Yeah,
because he's consistent. He's consistent with it. And that is only because he focused on only one session, which is the NY session.
Yes, if you can make like...
Yeah, because you have to keep you have to keep the long-term plan in mind.
Yeah,
absolutely. Trading is not about 1 day or 1 week or 1 month.
So 5 years, 2, 3
5 years, yeah, absolutely.
So
so funny when he takes YOLO trades, like on gold or something, and you see his Instagram, it's like 70K in one trade. You're like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we have to keep in mind. If you are making $70 on a 10p move, 5 years from now, you might be making 70,000 because the move is the same. The only thing that is changing is your lot size, is your risk. So our goal as traders should be to take the best trades, and just stay focused on that.
I mean, for whoever started trading, like think long term. Every trade you take, think how is this gonna affect me for 2-3 years?
Absolutely.
What I'm going to make from this trade.
Absolutely.
So,
30-minute looks awful.
Oh yeah, it rejected. You see?
Glad I closed.
The last thing I want to see is this 4-hour closing low these wicks, because then I'm gonna have to wait for a better, even stronger confirmation on the 1-hour time frame to take any buys. But if this 4-hour can close above these wicks, then I think we can be a bit more confident with our bullish idea on GJ.
Gold is trying to break down.
Gold was trying to break above like 10 minutes ago. It's not break down now. Looking at daily. Daily seems, I mean, look at all these rejections. Look at all these rejections.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even touch gold here. We are not touching that, man.
But I'm
if
trying to implement.
Breaks the week above, it's gonna go like a rocket. If it
GJ?
breaks again.
Yeah, makes sense.
Did we wait for the hourly close though?
Yeah, 4 hours closing 30 minutes, so I would now rather wait for the 4-hour to close and let the volume come in.
Yeah, I wasted a lot of money chasing trades with entry setups that Raja was using, because I was trying them at the NYSE Open, and they're not the same. So everybody should be, which is what made me profitable for almost a year now. Everybody should be just back testing at the same time always, because the price moves completely different between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. And then that it moves from 9:30 all the way to 10:30 and 11. I back tested a lot. I have like a bunch of spreadsheet, and the entry setups that made Raja profitable, they didn't work for me between 9:30 and 10:30 because there was way too much volume, and price would most of the time break two different levels of 30 minutes when there's a lot of volume. So everybody should just back test a bunch and sit down, set up entry setups, and that should be the key to success.
Yeah,
absolutely. Like if you guys follow Ted's on Uncle Ted on Instagram, he's always talking about the volume times, identifying when your pair moves and then hunting for those moves, looking at the overall direction on the daily time frame, and then being there at the charts when you would expect your move to happen, and then being able to capitalize on it. That's what trading is about.
I'm trying to implement what Uncle Ted was saying on Instagram about gold.
Yes.
I'm just looking around ideas, paper trading it for a while.
Yeah, sit down, take at least 60 trades, back testing, take notes, and the same time always sit down again, do it again. You're gonna notice that when you start doing it live, you're gonna be confident. You're not gonna be scared because you're used to it now.
Yeah, everything takes experience. I met a guy the other day. He trades stocks. He's been trading for like 10, 11 years. Now he has like days where he's making 20, 30,000 a day.
Yeah.
Maybe we should keep an eye on gold. It seems to be slowly coming back down. I don't know if there's any setup today, but definitely looks better than GJ. Maybe today's an old trade day. Who knows?
Tractor building day. Honestly, at this point, I will wait for the 4 hour to close, no matter what setup I see, because today is a Monday and price tends to do weird things. And I'm gonna have to wait for this 4 hour to close and then see what happens. Now looking at GJ. Also, it's not like important for that the volume will only come when the next 4 hour opens. It might come in the next 15 minutes. So you have to keep that in mind, whether or not you want to risk it or you want to wait for it.
When a higher time frame closes, I always hesitate a bit over a small pullback because it can the wick that forms below. But since we have since it's not a wick with since there's a top wick, maybe it can just go up directly if it closes above.
Yep. Let's look at gold. Spot right here. If gold breaks this low right here, the previous 4 hour low, what is the probability of gold going all the way down to fill this wick?
It's so scary how gold has been correlating with Bitcoin so much.
Yeah. Look at all these rejections on gold on the hourly time frame. I wouldn't take any sell here because you never know when price can reject from odd levels. Where Raja is busy with something.
Somebody sent a chart.
Oh, we have a chart. All right, let's see. This is a gold. We have a gold chart here. Uncle Ted talked about this on IG story, similar time, 5 p.m. PST. 5 p.m. PST. Yeah. So basically, Uncle Ted was like explaining how you have to look for the lower time frame rejections on gold to anticipate the higher time frames pushes. Just like last week we had. Last week on Thursday and Wednesday we had the same move on NYSE. Gold rejected on lower time frames from. Let's see if I can find around my phone. So basically, last week on Thursday and Wednesday, gold had a rejection on the lower time frames and a push on the higher time frames at the same time. Where is it? Where is it? Why is it so hard? I think it was this move right here. Anyways.
So
you see this.
Trying to trade gold.
Sorry?
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
So this is what I don't like to see on GJ. A rejection from the downside and then a rejection from the upside means we still don't have a clear direction. So you gotta wait. Gotta wait for the 4 hour.
If for anyone trying sells on gold, you have to keep in mind it's a rejection area overall.
It's a very, very strong rejection on the daily time frame. Right here. Look at all these rejections.
Yeah,
all
you have
these
these
rejections. Yeah. Plus the previous daily candle had no bottom wick, so I'll be careful. Oh, we have Raja below 1786.5. 1786.5. This one right here. See. 1786.5. Yeah, around this level. Yes, if we have a close below this level right here, we can expect the next candle to fill this wick. But the only thing I would be concerned about is, as discussed earlier, the daily rejections. Well, that might fall into overthinking, but if that's a trade you would take, you should definitely take it.
Yeah.
GJ is pushing up again. Nice. 15-minute candle closes in 3 minutes, so let's see where it closes and then we can plan what to do with it.
Yeah, like I said, that's another like trading setup. Like everybody
Yeah.
has a different one. Like if it breaks that wick at the top, usually from what I back tested, it just goes up really quick. And even if
Yeah.
it leaves a big wick and then rejects all the way up, but you have to see the 4-hour structure. You're gonna notice that there's resistance, but it's all the way up at 152.530ish.
Yeah.
And usually that's that's like the long-term quote unquote target, but you know, as soon as I get my 10 pips, I'm break even and I take profit, so I just leave it running. But it's a good structure.
But for now, I don't see this candle closing above. It's still within the range.
No, if it breaks, you know, but
If it breaks, yeah, if it breaks, absolutely. The 4-hour needs to stay above this zone right here. If we stay above this zone, the next 4-hour can, on the lower time frames, can break above and then give us entries on the lower time frame to continue to drive price up to 152 to 500. Gold rejected again. Look at these rejections. Look at this candle. The hourly
That's
candle.
what I'm talking about.
50 pips. God damn. Let's see this chart here. This is what pair is this? Price ejected multiple times in 1 hour time frame. 1 hour closes no wick, high bearish volume. And turn the break on previous 1 hour candle, expect continuation down. Well, makes sense, I guess. Well, I don't know what time frame is this, but every trade, no trade is only depends on one time frame. You have to take a look at multiple time frames to develop your idea. So yeah, maybe on the higher time frames, your idea was based on the higher time frames, but looking at this chart, I see we are in a range and I don't know how big this range is. So yeah. GJ 15-minute closed below the zone. The next one is like creating a bottom wick. So let's see. We're still waiting. The next 4-hour candle will be interesting, by the way. If this one closes above these wicks, gold is still ranging. Gold is going down, but you have to wait for the close. You cannot take entries here. How big is this wick, by the way? 25 pips. All right.
When do you guys stop trading? Like the time?
1 hour after NYSE opens.
So about like 45 minutes left of a window to trade. Yes.
1 hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, 1 hour and 10 minutes. Around 1 hour, 10 minutes. Whoa, gold is pushing. Gold is pushing.
The daily candle on gold is flipping.
Yes. The daily rejected from this level, from these rejections, daily rejected, and now we expect it to break. It has broken the low, but there are just too many wicks. We don't have a clear structure here. We don't have a clear target. But on the lower time frames, we can take sells to fill this wick. But first, we gotta wait for a close below 1786, 360, 1786, 300.
Yeah, I think the cleaner thing here is GJ, to be honest. Structure 4 hour dailies bullish, 4 hours bullish.
Absolutely.
Everything is bullish. You just need to wait for this little close here above 152, 300. It's a clean move. Everything.
Yes, sir.
Gold sounds like a good wait and see movement, to be honest. Like just stay out of the trade and just see what happens and learn about it.
Now, if it continues pushing, there is no entry. Gotta keep that in mind.
Joel, do you know how much you sound like Kervin?
Me?
No, Joel.
Oh,
I know that everybody since day one always
Yeah.
say the same. It's just because we come from pretty much the same culture. So I was gonna say, gold most likely if it goes to the, it could grab liquidity like at 1782.35. But that whole range is a mess. I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't scalp there. I would just take like if anything would take like day swing trade. But I don't think gold is good looking thing right now.
Yeah. Raja would take the Wickfield trade if we have a candle close, but personally, I wouldn't be comfortable doing that because of the daily range. But everyone has a different way of looking at charts. Everyone may have different ideas.
Exactly. Like I have a buy on gold, but the buy entered at 1784.26, and I wasn't even awake. That was a limit buy, and it's break even. So that's why I'm saying that's a buy zone. You know, if it goes there, it's break even. It's fine, but
yeah. Let's see.
Can you post the charts?
But if it breaks that
8
structure,
minutes.
Oh, GG is looking nice.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. 8 minutes, and then we can all have our entries on gold and so let's see, both are setting up nicely, and you guys can select what to trade. What do you guys do when both of the pairs you trade end up setting up at the same time?
I always go for the cleaner one.
Well, at this time we have NYSE coming. We have a clean wick here, we have a clean range here, so yeah, let's see. Let's wait for the close and then we'll decide what to do. Because gold needs to close below 1786. Otherwise, with the NYSE, we might get that initial push downwards, but that will be a very, very risky move. It needs to close below and then first create a top wick, retest this level, and then break its own low. Otherwise, it will be really, really risky. GJ, however, looks nice. We have a sport formed, like a minor sport formed here.
Yeah, GJ looks in every time frame, it looks good. Like even if you go 1 hour, you're gonna notice 1 hour we have a good resistance also at the same place at 152.300. And if the 1 hour closes above, you just need a little wick, which most likely is gonna give it to you going down, and then back up that straight to 152.53. Or just go like a rocket. It really depends on where we close now.
Yeah. 30 minutes about to close, 4 hours closing.
Nice.
Gold keeps rejecting this level, so.
I'm gonna move this and break even. I mean, I enter below on GJ because I trust a lot this buy move, but the safest one would be where we keep saying. That's why I didn't say anything. But now I can go break even. That's fine from here.
Yes, sir.
You see the 30-minute candle? I entered there.
Oh. Yeah, let's check. Raja is away for a while. Just so everyone knows. The last thing I want to see is this 30-minute closing without a top wick, because sometimes TJ does that. Closing without a top wick and then messing everything up again. So if you look at GJ, would you be concerned if GJ 30-minute closes below this wick?
152.300 is the key thing here to look for. Whatever closes above that is probabilities go way up for buys.
Yes, sir.
Because it's a combination of levels. You go to 1 hour, same level. And even if you go to 4 hour and you look left, you're gonna notice the wicks on the 4 hour are right above that level. So it's just a perfect setup for buys.
Absolutely. Yeah, I want this candle on 30-minute to close above this wick, because the 1 hour, I would rather want this 1 hour to close above this wick, because that makes more sense for price to continue bullish. We need price to make higher highs.
Probably not taking this one if it closes like this.
Oh yeah, man. Let's see. Gold keeps trying to push down. The 4 hour, we have this support right here. Looks nice. Looks nice. So this is the 4 hour support. And this, oh, we're pushing. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Gotta wait. Because right now stops would be too wide at 25 pip stop. Waiting for the close, we know that we might end up missing this move, so that's fine. Because we have to stick to the rules. We have to take the best trades.
Yeah, you only see wicks on that zone if you look left.
Yeah. One minute left. All right. Let's see. Raja would be so excited right now, watching this move happen. Oh, what do we have here? So yeah, as you can see, the candle opened and broke the low in the first minute. So this is the point where you have to be extremely careful with your entries. You have to wait. You have to wait for the candle to set up. That's why when we were anticipating this move, we said the candle has to close below and the next candle has to first create an upper wick and then break its own low or the previous low to continue down. But in this case, the candle first created the lower wick in the first minute and then rejected. And now we have to see if we can get our entries on the lower time frame or if the price will reject this level. Looking at GJ also closed. The 4 hour closed nice, but on the lower time frames, we do have a resistance still at 152.300. So at this time, you can do two things. You can either wait for a lower time frame candle to close above 152.300, or you can take your entries on the break of 4 hour high. But that comes with experience and that depends on how much volume we get with this 4 hour candle. Personally, I would wait for a lower time frame candle to close above this zone and then take a buy for price to continue going up. We have around 20 pip range here, so let's see.
Yeah, the only issue is now we're going to NYSE Open. There's a lot of volume. So the moment we break above that wick, most likely it's gonna be a straight up movement.
Absolutely.
This is exactly the setup that I was talking about. That it really does, like that Raja setup you just mentioned. Most of the time here after 9:30, they don't work. At least when I back tested. So it's just my back testing showed they're not as reliable because there's way too much volume. So you're gonna see that between 9:30 and 10:30, price is gonna go ahead and move fast. And and then that's why you have to go to the structure on 4-hour and daily and see where price could go and grab liquidity if it's gonna continue the structure. Like right now, daily is bullish. So if 4-hour needed to grab some liquidity to keep moving up, the only place that it could go and return and grab it, it would be around 152.200, which is actually going right there now. And if it comes from there and flips the candle, the probabilities of it going all the way up to 152.500 is really, really high. So but people, nobody should be taking trades just because anybody's saying anything here, by the way. Just looking at the Gulag chat, you should just back test your own stuff, your own setups. But from my back testing, I can tell you that probabilities go way up if this liquidity that's happening right now flips the candle, and especially if it breaks, like you just mentioned, the wick above. It's just like, well, you just have to look left, look at the other candles. That's what you would expect, but you need some liquidity, especially if it is volume. So it has to make sense.
Yeah, it's simple as that. There's no complications. You just keep your analysis as simple as possible and wait for your move. So far, gold is coming back down.
So I think I'm heading out. I'm done for the day. See you guys.
All right. So looking at gold now, since we have created the top wick on 4-hour time on the 4-hour time frame, but if you take a sell on the break of this low, your stops are going to be around like 30 pips, and you don't want that. So I would wait for a 15-minute candle to close below, or the price to create a support below this level, and then to break that support so that we can take sells down to like 1783. On GJ 4-hour is still retracing. We have to wait for it to flip bullish and then break the high. And we need to support that idea with the lower time frame structure. Gold daily is just wicking around because of the zone, this zone on the left side. I was speaking all this time and I was muted. Oh man. Shit. Anyways. I hope no one got caught in this gold impulse move. Would have been straight drawdown. Can you guys hear me? Oh yeah, it's working. All right. So GJ 15 minutes is about to close. It's closing bearish. We still have to wait for a close above this level and wait for the 4 hour to break the high, and then we can take buys up to 150 to 500 on gold. We have a huge rejection from 117.85. US 30 going up. Well, I have never traded US 30, so excuse me. Look at this gold rejection. God damn. 35 pips. $152 to 36. Gold closes within the range. Yes, that can be considered as a fake out, but we cannot take bias within the range. We have to wait for a close above. If price breaks above 1793, we have a 50 pip range up to 1798, 1800 maybe. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, we see, yeah. What is the probability of this 4-hour candle going all the way up? Very less chances of this 4-hour candle rejecting from this level and going all the way up. We had such a strong bearish candle right here.
I think that today NYSE didn't bring that kind of volume. What you say, Abdul?
Yeah, there was some volatility, but there was no clear volume in one direction.
Yeah.
Looking at GJ, I don't want this 15-minute to break the low if I'm looking for buys with the 4-hour candle. Yeah, it's breaking the low now. It's breaking the low. It should have respected these wicks and flipped bullish from here. But let's see, we still have like 3 hours and 40 minutes. Let's see how this forms up.
Yeah, this is normal within the first times of the 4-hour.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's gonna go up, it has to close above the 152, 300. It's just such a strong level that it just.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense.
It closed my break even now. My GJ.
But you secure 10 pips, right?
You said some?
I'm saying you secure 10 pips, right?
I had a buy below, but it already
Yeah.
broke even. So
No.
protected, that's fine.
Will you consider sell below 152, 192, 152, 192? 192 is here. So sales below this level, I don't think so, because look at all these rejections. We have these rejections on the left side, which is like 5 pips away, and then we have this range on the 1-hour time frame. We have this bullish candle, and basically if you take sales, you'll be going against the trend, against the hourly, the 4-hourly trend, and that's not something I would do personally. My bias is still bullish on pound yen, so US 100. Well, I don't trade Nasdaq 100, but it makes sense. You have clean ranges, not red range. So look at gold. What's happening on gold?
Yeah, like I said, that's a buy zone in gold. That's why I had a buy below there.
Oh, I think at this point we can consider this move a fake out, and when we have a fake out in one direction, price usually tends to break out in the other direction. But you have to make sure you don't get married to that analysis and you stay fluid. For buys on gold, I would at least wait for it to break above 1793. GJ needs to respect this level, and the next candle needs to break and close above 152 300, and then we'll see. Previous weekly candle closed as a bearish candle. Don't you think that currently we are making a wake up for the downside on GJ? Let's see. We have a question here. I think the previous weekly candle was different for different platforms, because on TradingView is bullish. On TradingView, the weekly candle is bullish. My TradingView is red. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, that candle is not big enough to give us a direction anyways. The body is not big enough. It's hard to gold is still ranging. All right.
Yeah, but as a scalper, you only care about daily structure and 4-hour structure. Obviously, you care about weekly to know where we should be expecting to move throughout the week. But if you are scalping, you only care what the daily and 4-hour is telling you right now, because the scalper literally makes money on what would be a fake out or even a week on a structure. Literally, that's where the scalpers make most of the money.
Absolutely.
I sat down and reviewed like a lot of Raja's winning trades last year. And when you look at the structure, most of his trades were weeks, were even fake outs. And because this is, that's scalping.
Yeah. Because if your weekly bias is bearish, the candle might stay bullish for 4 days and then turn bearish in 1 day.
Exactly.
So you have to be like, keep an eye out for your moves. You don't want to miss your moves, right? Keep the overall trend in mind, but don't get married to it.
Like right now, I'm only looking for buys on GJ because daily structure is bullish, 4 hours bullish.
Bullish,
And you see it's about to flip and break the wick. That's what you want. And look at the liquidity that we spoke about just earlier. Remember when I said that's it. It's just back test. If it breaks that wick, probabilities. This is a game of probabilities. If it breaks that wick, it's a really high probability we're gonna go all the way up to 152.53 area.
Absolutely. So now we have to see if we will be taking our entries at the break of 4 hour high, or we are going to wait for the 30-minute to close.
Yep, I have a small entry with a buy stop above the wick because it should come with a lot of volume, and if it creates a structure, then I add another entry. Or here comes the NYSE volume. So the only thing that really that is dangerous about this time is what I was mentioning, is that if the price wants to grab any liquidity, it's gonna do it within the 9:30 and 10:30 time, if anything.
All right, so we are in a delicate situation. 4 hour might break the high before the 30-minute close, so we have to make a decision here. We have to make a decision. Let's see.
But it's like you said earlier. It's if that's your setup, you take it. If it is
You
not,
take it, absolutely.
yeah.
If you want to
I'm
put your
saying
trust
this
in
for
the
the people on the gulag.
Yeah.
Like if this is not your setup, you shouldn't be taking it. That's it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like a lot of people might have taken sells on gold right here and got I don't know what. Like if you want to put your trust in the 4-hour time frame, you can take your entries on the break of high. But if you are not into the higher time frame trades, you can wait for the 30-minute to close above, and then you can take your entry with the next candle. We have 4 minutes left. GJ 4-hour bottom wick, yeah. GJ 4-hour bottom wick is formed. 4 hours, so beautiful, amazing. What is this? Are we still live on YouTube?
Yeah, we are live on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Be careful.
Yeah, I mean, well, I mentioned my setup just in case anybody wants to backtest it. I mean, everybody's here to learn. So we're supposed to be just sharing ideas.
Yeah.
Yes, Raya says this a million times that you're not supposed to be here to just being spoon-fed and you're just copying. You're supposed to just think.
You have to share your ideas and take constructive criticism on it. What do we have here? The 4-hour setup is amazing, but the 30-minute, if it needs to break above this wick right here, if it closes the way it is, I would not be comfortable because lower time frames have to create higher highs for the higher time frames to push through certain levels. So yeah, that's something I'm looking for. On the other hand, gold is being gold. Can't do anything. But wait.
Beautiful candle. There you go. 2 minutes left. Anything above 152, 300.
Yeah.
Would be great.
152. GJ is about to break the high.
My duty is to push it down for some reason.
Needs to go break above a bit more, just a little bit more. "40 seconds. Chat. Yeah, I would love to see a 30-minute close. before it breaks the high, so that we can have a much more confident trade, as Raja says.
Yeah, we already have the lower wick, and we just need the close, and that's a
Yeah.
confirmed entry.
Yes, 30-minute has closed on right on the spot, right at the zone. So
Breaking
this
the
point-
wick. Yeah.
yeah, this I'm gonna wait for a bottom wick and then price to break the 4-hour high, break its own high for our entries to go in. So let's see. We shall see. $15 minutes looks amazing because like we had a strong resistance here and the previous 15-minute has closed above that zone. But of course the 15-minute is a lower confirmation time frame, so you gotta keep that in mind. The 30-minute is okay. It's not the best setup in the world, but it's fine because we are putting the trust in our 4-hour candle. And we are retracing again.
Yo, what? No. What? What's this?
Who is this?
Yeah, that's why we want the break of the upper week.
Yes. Remember whenever you are waiting for a wick to break, make sure you let it actually break it. This wick barely came right next to that wick. This is not what we call a break of wick, a break of high.
Yeah, nothing has happened. I mean, because even the buy stop that I mentioned is above the wick, and I
Yeah.
always consider the spread, so I'm not in either.
Yep,
Nothing
gold
has
is trying to. Yeah, nothing has happened. Gold is trying to break above once again. How many pips extra from the previous candle do you consider it break? What I do is, so basically this high is right at 152.326. I would have entered at around 152.340. I would pick an even level for my entries to go in. And that's what I would wait for. Can you mute yourself, whoever it is? Just mute everyone. So yeah, I was saying my entries would go in at 152.340. One pip, 1.5 pip, or maybe 2 pips above. But you need to consider the range you have for the trade. Gotta keep that in mind. Very nice stream, bro. Thank you. It's hard. It's really, really hard. Yeah, if this
same.
1 hour, if this 1 hour breaks the low, this is it. The buy's idea will not be valid anymore, because then we will have to wait for the price to go down, create a new support, go back up and break this zone again to continue. And that will be I don't see that happening, not at least within my chart times.
It looks like GJ is gonna go down now. This is what we said about the 930, and what I mentioned or what I said. You can rewatch the stream. Is I have a small position at the break of the wick at the top,
Yeah.
and if it confirms, I'm gonna add another entry. That's what I said. There's
Yeah.
nothing weird about what I said.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you have to stay really patient when looking for trades, because sometimes we wait for our trades for 3 hours, 4 hours, and then we end up taking the trade too early, and that ends up being a loss. So when it's time for you to execute, you have to be very, very careful with when and at what price level you will be taking your entries. I have myself taken lots of losses because of that impatience. We had a rejection on gold. We had a rejection on GJ. And
Have you ever been in debt due to trading, Abdul?
no, not really, not yet.
Thanks God, man. Have anyone here have any kind of experiences while trading and getting in debt? I guess no one.
Well, I think that is not a position someone would want to be in.
Yeah, totally.
Hi, Amjad. Are you in debt?
No, bro, I'm just...
Because trading is something you just cannot do if you're in debt.
Yeah,
It's all
so
about
much
your
pressure.
emotions. Yeah, you can't do it.
Yeah, I was in debt previously, but I just sold my ride and, paid off.
Well, you gotta take a break then. Look to see what you're doing wrong and then come back stronger.
Yeah, I'll take that advice.
Prey was ranging. Nothing moved. Nothing moved at all. We have wicks all over the place. Gold would have been a really nice move, but it is what it is. So done for the day, guys. All right, have a nice day,
You too, man.
So yeah, I'm gonna call Raja, see if he wants me to end the stream.
Hey, you guys, if you're complaining that Raja is not here, he left a lot of value for free, like in all of the recordings. If you go back all the way from like 2 years ago, but even like a year ago, you can go to the recordings of all of those days, sit down, which is what I did. I am forever grateful for the scalping method I learned from him. Works. And you just have to sit and watch all of those trades where he made money. He posted everything. He's really transparent with everything. And you just have to go back to those days, sit down, take notes, and back test the hell out of it. And you're gonna notice that you're gonna learn. So Raja already gave a lot of free content for the rest of pretty much your life with all of these recordings. So you shouldn't be complaining that that he's not here or anything, obviously. And he's already given you this platform where you even have people, because this is the most boring thing, try to trade alone. So just go back to the recordings. Raja gave you a lot of free stuff, all of us. So
yeah, so I was on a call with Raja. He will be back in 15 minutes, so I guess we will wait for him. If you're looking for advices with psychology, Uncle Ted is what you wanna. It's the guy you wanna consult. His stories on Instagram are really, really helpful, and he explains the psychological side of trading in a very, very amazing way. When it comes to technicals, I guess Raja is the. We have a lot of free content on YouTube. Ted's Instagram, I'm gonna mention in the chat.
Like even the signs are for free in some in YouTube. So if you really want to learn and you feel like you don't have the money, you have everything here in Raja's channel in Wicks Don't Lie. You can just go watch. You know what I did? I sat down for many days, watched the whole thing, old streams, took notes, test them, back test means you get the even the trading view graphic. And even if you don't pay the pro to do the replay tool, you can do it even for free. Go back and you watch what he did and just take notes over and over, and you're gonna see the setups. You're gonna notice the setups.
Absolutely. When trading, you are always learning. You are never at the peak. Every day, every trade is a new learning experience, so you have to be open to them. One day you'd be like, I know everything, and the next day you would learn something new. That's what trading is. You have to be always looking for new concepts, new moves, new setups. But the basic fundamental is the same. You're looking for the same moves, same price action moves, same trends, rejections, retracements. It's very simple. I think gold might break above. If you can have a candle closing above 1793, it might break above and push towards these highs at 1803. We have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rejections from this level at 1787. And now we just need to break above 1793 to continue up to 1798 and then maybe towards 1803. GJ, if you're looking for GJ sells, I guess a candle closing below around 151,870 would be. But sells on the 4-hour on GJ will not be making as much sense as we would be expecting this 4-hour to go all the way down, and then you have to be comfortable, right? What you are executing on is something you should have seen before. So that's comes with experience and about it. What do we have here? Come on, guys, send some charts in. Let's see what we are looking at.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching throughout the rest of the day for GJ buys above 152.300, but actually above the wick, I'm still placed there. But I'm actually usually this is a different time. Like I was mentioning, when you back test the strategy, you're gonna notice that between now and 10:30, everything changes. The dynamics, the movements, they are more aggressive. So even this is exactly what we were talking about this morning. Like this is what happening right now. That's what we were saying. Like the price is gonna break any 30-minute consolidation most of the time within 9:30 and 10:30. If it comes back above, if it closes a week candle, so this is me sharing in case you guys want to backtest this. You're gonna notice that if GJ, and this happens with USD CAD too, if the candle closes, if you're looking for buy, the candle closes after 10:30, which I'm gonna go and then come back later on my charts. 10:30. If it closes 10:30 US time, New York time, and it closes above a level, like right now, the perfect level will be a 30-minute candle closing above 152.300 after 10:30. That's a great setup for a buy. And the only thing that you're gonna notice once you start back testing it is that you cannot get scared, because it usually whipsaws a little bit on the way up, unless there's a clean movement to the left, which in this case we have. And that's pretty much the only setup that I see for GJ. The gold, it's on my end, like I said, that whole area between 1782.35 and 1787, which is a huge area. It's a buy zone on this is not scalping now. That's why I didn't even mention the buy, because I'm in a buy, but I was sleeping. That was a buy limit. So Scalping wise, I don't see anything because I'm not a pro scalping liquidity areas for gold. But I already break even. So I already have it in break even. So if it goes down, takes me out, it's okay. But on GJ, for sure, which is what I feel confident enough. That's what I see. I see a buy above that area if it is like within 10:30-ish time, which is anybody can do that. Anybody can go back on the charts and look at that. What I'm saying. So I'm gonna be out now because my trading time ends up 10, and I just usually come back at 10:30 to see what's going on if there's an entry. So, a great job, man. Great job hosting.
Thank you very much, and thank you for your the wisdom you shared here with us.
Hey Joel, thanks for your help as well and input.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Back testing.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can talk about data because I'm not smart.
Yeah.
I'm like Raja said, I'm not smart, so I only look at data. Sit down with a spreadsheet, take a lot of notes, and just share whatever I found. But other than that, anybody can do the same thing. So, a great job at doing, man. See you around.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Hey Shane, Shane? Thank you, man, for being the how do you say that? Moderator. Okay, bye, guys.
Bye. We haven't had Kervin in a while.
Kerwin makes a guest appearance on Fridays sometimes, along with Ted.
I think he trades the London session with Monty.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Last year on live streams, we would have everyone on. We would have Kervin, Mac, Raja, Ted, like every day.
One big party.
Yeah, and the volume was there too. We would be catching 15-20 pips every day. Like,
I think that was before I joined. I joined in February this year.
yeah, I started in March of last year, and that was when volume was amazing. I remember Raja used to do 2 lots, 5 lots back then. So that's, if that can motivate you. In 2 years, he came from 5 lots to 50 lots, 100 lots.
Yeah, I think even with myself, I've seen my trading change a hell of a lot. I started trading in October 2020. Yeah, 2020. And I was making lots of mistakes. I came across Raja's streams in late January time. I'd seen so many fake gurus and stuff, so I was a bit apprehensive. And then I watched for a couple of weeks and I thought this guy seems legit, and obviously the community was supporting him. So I joined, and yeah, it was just, complete mind, sort of like my mind shifted of, how to trade and everything.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's why it's like really important if someone wants to get into trading, it's really important for him to find the right coach, because it's just important. You can't just jump into a pool without any education or without any training or without any mentor.
Yeah, and the community as well. There's a lot of helpful people in the community.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And everybody does it for free. Nobody wants anything from you. Everybody, just wants you to succeed.
Yeah.
Which is, really, really good. And, you meet a lot of good people on here as well.
Absolutely. So the hourly candle is about to close. Hourly is closing within the range. So basically price is ranging now on GJ. And on gold, we might get a push up, but for that we need a 15-minute at least to close above 1793.
Abdul, I'm going to get off now. So thank you for your input and for taking over. I'm sure many people are grateful for it.
All right, man. I highly appreciate that.
Take care.
I highly appreciate that. Yeah, take care. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye.
Goodbye. All these people are gonna leave and then gold is gonna fly up 100 pips. Gold is actually trying to fly up here. Let's see if we have a candle closing above. Let's draw a line here. Where's the line? If we have a candle closing above 1793.400, we might, since we have clean ranges to the left hand side and this range is 50 pips, which is like enough for us to take a trade. We can take buys up to 1797, or maybe if volume keeps pushing the price up to 1803. Yeah, on the 4-hour time frame we broke above the high and we are about to break this high as well, so I think that is, we can get that move here with the hourly candle closing in 3 minutes.
Sometimes I feel like, market is there to exhaust us.
Yeah,
Exhaust us
it's
in such
waiting
a
for us to
way
leave.
that, we just leave when the market started to move.
Yeah, that's why you gotta understand the volume times of your pair you're trading.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, gold is gonna move here, I guess. I believe so. Let's see. Let's see. One minute until the hourly candle closes. GJ is ranging. Gold is still within the range, but we are expecting the volume to push price up. There we go. All right, let's see. Gold has broken above 1793. Now we will spectate it as we break above and continue to 1796 and 1800 basically. I'm not in this trade, but I'm gonna just paper trade it right here and see how it goes. Uh-oh. Your stop loss on gold would be within this range right here, somewhere around 1790 to 500, 1790 to 300, 500, somewhere around that level, but you have to manage your risk. I'm not in this trade, by the way. I think gold should continue as long as this candle respects this level right here. It should continue up as we have clean ranges and a clear structure on the 4-hour time frame. We had a fake out on the 4-hour, and then price has broken the opposite level. And usually when that happens, the move continues in our desired direction. Just need to stay above 1792, and then we can go ahead and see what happens. All right, gold is pushing again, so let's see. The stops would be somewhere around 1790 to 500. TP around secure partials at 10 pips, and then let the runners run to 1798 and 1804, 1803. All right, it's pushing. It's pushing. Wow. This is not good. The way gold is retracing and rejecting again and again, this is kind of stressful. So make sure you manage your risk. Make sure you manage your risk. At this time, I would bring my stops below the current wick of the current candle and look to secure position at around 10-15 pips. So yeah. All right, we are pushing. Amazing move on gold. So at this time, I would secure at least 80% of my position, let the runners run, and bring stops to break even to make it a risk-free trade. Amazing move on gold. So if you look back on gold, we had a fake out from the downside, price rejected and closed and broke and closed below above the opposite zone, if that makes sense. And then we waited for the candle to close, took our entries, and then it was a smooth, because since we had clean candles to the left hand side, we had the 4-hour had broken the previous highs, and that's what today's gold buy was based upon. Amazing. We are up 23 pips at this point. Raja would be so proud. Thank you, Dina. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Feels now. Yeah. I mean, it was pretty stressful until now. So since we have finally caught a winner here, today was a winning day for us. Thank you very much, David. Thank you, Lex Vega. Wait for Raja to show up and then we can call it a day. Amazing day for us here. Meeting in Raja. Yo, Rashad, why are you sad?
Rashad, I ain't sleep today.
You seem sad. Did you miss the gold buy?
There's no trade today.
Yeah, I mean, this was a trade, but it was kind of risky.
Look at the discipline, man. Look at the faith. There is no trade today. That's it.
Amazing.
Wow,
no emotions at all. No FOMO.
No emotions at all, man.
And such a nice move on gold.
Oh, I entered on gold with 6 pips stop loss.
Did you get stopped out?
No, it was 6 pips stop loss, just price. It retraced, but it went up like I'm on like.
Yeah,
on,
6 pips stop loss for gold is it's very, very rare.
Yeah, man. It's
6
around
pips.
Like,
yeah, 6 or 10 pips is nothing for gold.
Yeah, man. During volume time, on 1 minute time frame, I learned this from Jeevan.
This thing is still going.
Oh, it's still going. It keeps on pushing.
Yeah, I read 50 pips, man. That's it. I'm done.
Damn.
I'm done. Have you watched Jeevan streams, Abdullah?
Yes, I have watched some of his streams.
Man, this guy is, very, very.
Yeah,
What should I say,
the
man?
way
He's just,
the way he trades is just amazing.
the way he rants, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who?
I mean, his voice has that crisp to it. Whenever he says something
Yeah.
that hits you differently.
I am just hooked on. I just weekly watched his, motivational videos.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Every week. It's amazing. We are talking about Jeevan right now, Capital Hungry.
At this point, I'm waiting for Raja to come on the stream and see that we were able to call a winning trade based off of what Raja has, taught us about trading. He must be proud. He must be really proud. Gold reached our targets. Hell yeah. TP smashed.
Where is that horn?
I don't have that. I'm gonna have to. Amazing day. Amazing. I'm so happy. So let's just look at what the major moves for today. We were looking for buys on GJ above 152, 300. Now, what we have to learn from the rejection on GJ is when looking for break of a high or break of a low, you have to stay impatient. Sorry, you have to stay patient with your entries. You have to wait for a certain level to break. Because like when you are looking at the chart, you're waiting for the wick to break, you're trying to take impulse entries, and that impulse entries can sometimes be early entries, which have caused a lot of problems for myself. So make sure whenever you're waiting for a break of high, you wait for the high to be, you wait for the price to go 1.5 or 2 pips above that high to get your entries in. That way you won't get caught in a rejection. Looking at gold, we were looking for sells below 150. We were looking for sells below 1786, but since price broke the low in the first 2-3 minutes, that's why, without creating a topic, that's our indication to stay away from this trade. Price broke the low, rejected, and then came right back up. We would have considered taking sells if price had broken the low again, but which it did not. So, but then we looked at this move as a fake out and used it as an influence for the buyer's idea here. Price broke the opposite zone. The hourly candle closed. The next candle created a lower wick, broke the high, and then basically replicated the clean move to the left-hand side, sorry, and that was our trade for today. If anyone would like to add anything to it or add anything that they learned from today's session, please feel free. Raja might have, no, he's actually coming back to the stream. I called him, he's coming back. He's gonna come back and end the stream for us.
Abdullah, bro, how did you work on your psychology?
Yeah, so when it comes to psychology,
let's talk about it.
I mean, you have to, yeah, psychology. I mean, you once you realize that there's no other way besides to actually believe what your mentors, your gurus are saying. Because like as a humans, we tend to not believe things that don't make sense to us. Now, if someone says focus on 1 or 2 trades a day, it won't make sense to us because we are like, if we are looking at a third opportunity, why shouldn't we take it? But I mean, that's the discipline. That's the whole thing about it, right? You have to stick to your rules because when you are actually sticking to your rules, only then you can actually figure out if your strategy is working or not. If that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
Besides
totally. 1 or 2
that,
trades per day.
besides that, I watched some of the TED's videos, TED's lectures on the
database.
On the YouTube channel, on the database, and then I watched some of the podcasts on chart addicts. If you guys know them, they have really good podcasts. And
perfect.
I think most of it comes from the realization that you have to be disciplined, and the realization of the purpose of why you are trading. What is the purpose of your trading? Are you looking to make quick money? Are you looking for short-term satisfaction, or are you looking for long-term success? I think if anyone here
per day really solves the issue for me. 1 or 2 trades per day.
Absolutely, and no over risking and over trading. If someone here is struggling with their psychology, they must follow Ted on Instagram and always go through what he posts on his stories, because the way Ted is pretty straightforward, right?
Even in database, I have heard his lecture, in which he was saying that do not compare yourself with anybody else who is making how much, who is making how. In Instagram, there's a culture that we look them for, to take inspiration, but it really affects our psychology that they are making that much, we are not making a dime from the market. So this is also a thing. Comparison is deadly for us.
I think you have to focus on your own journey, because everyone has a different journey for them, right? You have to focus 4 years, 5 years down the line. If on this gold move you made $10, 4 years from now you might be making $4,000 on it. So that's the approach you should take towards trading.
Man, Raja is an open example for us.
Absolutely, man. I take people who start trading and they start trading with bigger lot size, 1 lots, 2 lots, and then eventually they realize that this is not what they're supposed to do, and then they step down towards lower lot size, which is basically the realization of what the trading is supposed to be.
This is personal. Totally personal. What do you think about FTMO, Abdullah?
FTMO, I don't know what to say, because we're on the stream.
Just your opinion, one should go for it.
I think it's better to trade your own funds when you are consistent on your own funds, and then you can consider any funding options.
Consistency is the key.
Consistency
At least 3 weeks of
is
a trade. 3 weeks of a trade.
Not just 3 weeks. Dad would say you have to be consistent for 6 months, year, 2 year.
Only then go to FTMO.
Yeah. Because once you are consistent, you won't need funds. If you look at Raja, he was consistent for 5 years. He was focused, and then he converted his $50,000 account to $650,000 in 3 to 4 months.
Man. Flipping is real. After watching Raja, I'm a believer.
Yeah, but that comes with his consistency of 4 years, 5 years, his discipline. So
Agree, man. Totally agree. How old are you, bro?
I'm 20.
Wow, man.
Yeah. It's too much stress for 20-year-old.
I must say not, but it's a really stressful for a married guy.
Yeah. Once you have people depending on you, it can be really, really stressful.
Really stressful.
Yeah. Gold might continue up from here if it breaks the high. God damn. Oh, it's about to break the high. Let's see.
Watching it closely.
Please mention podcast name. Rashad, let's see if I can mention the podcast. I'm gonna have to move this here. Chat with traders. I think this is the one. Oh yeah, this is the one. Copy link address. I'm gonna paste it in the chat, Rashad. This is the podcast Raja listens to every week, and I think it's really helps you with keeping your psychology intact and staying focused.
Let's check it.
So,
yeah.
All right, well, let's roll into it. So,
okay. Chat with traders, right there.
Yeah. You're welcome, Rashad.
Thank you for sharing, bro.
Damn, a lot of people are texting me saying good job. I'm popular. I'm gonna be on the news today. Let's see, GJ. Wow. Yeah, GJ came down the spot at 152, 152.50. Yeah. So basically, GJ only range today. There was no move on GJ. Gold seems like it wants to continue going up. If it pushes through these wicks at 1798, 1799, it might continue going up to 1804, 1805. And we have clean ranges to the left hand side after 1803. So yeah, let's see.
I'm a little concerned about that wick at the 1800 level. If you look left.
Look at the 1800 level.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that can cause some issues, but the way gold is pushing right now, we might just push through it. Because if gold has to reject, it should reject from this level. If it can push through this level, right, the level it is at right now, I think it won't be hard for gold to push through that wick as well. All depends on volume. Gold might reach at 1793. Yeah, it might. You're right. But we need to look at the 4-hour structure at that time, because keeping the higher time frame in mind with gold is really important.
Yeah, I closed everything, but I might re-enter if it,
Yeah, look for a support. Maybe
1798.40.
Yeah, if you can get a strong bullish candle on the 5-minute above 1798, maybe you can have an entry with lower risk. But apart from that, most of us are pretty much done for the day.
Yeah, I'm happy. I got in that trade at 1792.70.
Yeah. How many pips did you catch?
Oh, let's see, 1792.62 to 1796.56. So.
Oh, damn, that's a lot of pips for you for
Yeah,
one day.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I closed partials at 1795.90, and then closed full at 1797.70ish.
Perfect.
I'm happy. Nice trade. You started off a little
GJ.
rough, but I think you definitely made up for it with this trade.
Yeah.
Good job.
GJ is trying to break low, right? GJ is trying to break low now. If the 30-minute candle closes below this zone here, 151, 960, 950, we might have that push down to 151, 7, 680 with the next candle close opening. Looking at it on the top 4-hour time frame, 4-hour candle respected the previous high and broke the previous low, which means this 4-hour is gonna continue going bearish. Now it needs to break this level right here, which is 151.980. If it pushes through this level, since we have clean range to the left hand side, we might get that pushed down with the next candle. So, but we have we have a little bit of
It's like Raj
issues
is back. Raja, you're replaced.
Yeah.
Welcome back, coach.
Yeah, thank you. Yo, that was a pretty nice move above 1793 on gold.
Yeah, we got that.
Nice. Yeah, I got that too.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was a very, very nice move. I thought it's going to continue moving till 1799, 1800. But I guess, what's the time right now? Oh, it's close to London close at this point. Yeah. Overall, it was a pretty boring day, prices just ranging. You called me earlier. He called me earlier asking me, hey, when are you going to come back? I was like, did gold or GJ break yet? He's like, no. I'm like, yes, it is what it is.
It felt so nice after we finally got the gold buy. I was like, Raja must be so proud of me.
So much pressure, right?
Yeah, so much pressure.
Yeah, but you get used to it after a little while.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so I'm going to close the stream down here. I see a lot of people already left.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Abdul. I really appreciated you taking over. And finally, we caught this trade. I think it was also recorded on YouTube. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, it was recorded on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it and see how it really started.
Yes, sir.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raja.
All right, thank you, Abdul. Thank you, Abdul. Really appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Bye.
Adios.